Yeah, the vacation allowance is a thing that we have built up, and we built it up from the end of May to the following year. So basically, it is already provided for us within by government. Now, if we don't have enough, then I believe that the school board should go to government and tell them of the dilemma. Of course, government has cut the stipend, but they cut them as of February. Now, I believe that the teachers should be informed appropriately and on a timely fashion as to how they will pay the school fee. It is not the fault of the teachers. We have worked hard for this, and I stand in solidarity with the teachers because we are all affected. Many of us plan our vacation around the vacation pay. So some of us can't go on vacation right now. And that's a big dilemma. So the teachers have a right to do what they are doing. They will face the consequences because the school board has sent out a certain notice that no work, no pay. But it is an important matter that has to be taken up by the Mrs. Smith, the Minister of Education, and our school board. It is imperative that they take education seriously on the island because these are some of our best teachers here on the island, and we need to take care of them.
What is the school board saying, if any?
I can't speak on behalf of the school board because this morning I'm speaking on behalf of Roberto Celestino Arundel, because I believe that we are entitled to the school fee.
Blow your horn for the teachers to get paid. Blow your horn if you want to, that your teachers get paid. Blow your horn for your teachers to get paid.
Yes, greetings everyone. My name is Reginald Bakari Arundel, and I have the honor to serve as the General Secretary of the WIGSU PSU Union. I am here this morning in solidarity with the teachers of the Academy School and the PSVE School with regards to a host of issues. One in particular concerns the vacation allowance that has not been paid as yet. Now, I consider this to be a very important manifestation for the simple fact that it seems very unfair to the teachers who has been looking forward to this allowance, whether to meet financial obligations, investments, to go away or maybe to catch up on arrears, and then to find out the developments with regards to the teachers' allowance in the media smacks somehow of disrespect, you know. We always talk about the high value placed on education, but insufficient value is placed on the hardworking teachers in our educational system. So once again, I am just here in solidarity with the teachers. I commend them for their efforts because it takes a lot to come out in these times under when you have so many persons threatening to cut their wages, threatening with dismissal actions, threatening with termination of contracts and so forth and so on. So by them being here today, it sends a very powerful message. And I would also like to call upon other unions to take part and show some sort of solidarity because these teachers have families, these teachers have children, these teachers have people who they take care of. So it's not a single class issue. It's not a single group issue. It is an intersectional issue which warrants the support of even NGOs and churches, because many of these persons belong to churches also, you know. So by saying that, I just simply want to say that I'm here for them, I support them, and I look forward to hearing the great news after this particular manifestation.
A few of the youngsters going to the academy are very much in support of what the teachers are doing here, and that is to receive the pay vacation allowance. Some of them are saying we need our education to pay the teachers. Why do you see it fit to be part of this ongoing demonstration supporting your teachers of this?
I came out here to support them today because what they're doing is wrong and we need our education today. And today is supposed to be our makeup test and we can't get to do it and we need it now.
If you can please pay the teachers
So when the school year open back again, we have the teachers what we need, and not the we literally don't need all of this, because all of this could be just not caused, yes, avoided, if they were just paid. Because all the teachers are very nice, they give us a good education, and we just need our education. If we don't have our education, where are we going to go?
The school reopening, you want to see happy teachers as well?
Yes, we all want to see happy teachers. They're all great teachers. I'm thankful for all the teachers that have been there for all of us.
It's been said that behind every door, possibility awaits. How much possibility depends on which door you open first. Every day, we help our customers discover the possibilities in their lives. It all starts with a conversation. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
Coast Guard St. Martin, part of the Dutch Caribbean Coast Guard, is today Saturday hosting an open house, providing the opportunity for youngsters to join the Coast Guard. They will have to be between the ages of 18 and 20 years, of course, if they are to make the cut. One of the persons overseeing this open house today is the communications officer of the Dutch Caribbean Coast Guard, Shalik Clement. Shalik, first of all, what is the significance of this open house?
The recruitment day, today is a recruitment day at our substation. Our main target is to have as many as possible youngsters come and visit us, youngsters who are interested to become Coast Guard officers and to do the work for the Coast Guard on the seas and the Caribbean seas for the SSS, so St. Martin, Saba and Statia. They will be operational for all those islands. We would like youngsters to come, get information, see what's happening, go on our boats, go on our interceptors, talk with our colleagues and have a more broad idea of what the work of a Coast Guard officer consists of.
The interest today is very high. In fact, what we have noticed is the fact that quite a few youngsters came out to the open house. They're gathering the information, and of course, those making the cut will have to go through a grilling process. Elaborate a bit on that.
Yes, there are a number of criteria that the youngsters have to comply with. One of them are they have to be within the age of 18 and 23 years old, and they have to have diplomas equivalent to a high school diploma. Will need to have a basic in Dutch, so Dutch writing and Dutch speaking. As we are a kingdom organization, we have a lot of communication in Dutch, so we like people to have a basic in Dutch that they can communicate and also understand sometimes when we communicate in Dutch. Also, they need to have a good conduct background, so no federal offenses and so on. We also ask for them to be fit. That's why also the limitation of the ages, youngsters, they have to be very fit. The reason therefore is that they have to be in action, on sea, boarding on boats, etc., being in action. Therefore, for safety reasons, we cannot allow youngsters with glasses and lenses because of the action. And in the action, if they might lose their glasses or lenses, there will be a safety problem for themselves and for the team. So those are a few of the criteria they have to comply with to be a Coast Guard officer.
The interest is very high. In fact, what we are seeing is well over 50 youngsters here today trying to be a member of the Coast Guard Dutch Caribbean. Maybe you can tell us, if you may, as to how many officers overall are you looking to employ?
Yes, from this morning, before 10 p.m., so before we opened the gate, there were youngsters already in front of the gate. You already saw that. So we have a good amount of visitors coming in, and we hope that during the day a lot of youngsters will visit us. We are looking for a number of youngsters, but at this time we will go with all the youngsters that are interested. And as we go along with the procedure of selection, so the selection procedure, a few of them that don't comply with the criteria I just mentioned will fall off. So we will deal with all the registrations coming in, and as long as it goes, we will see how many of the youngsters will say to go in the training.
How many officers are currently part of the Coast Guard, on St. Martin in particular, involved in the daily operations?
In the operations, we now have like about 12 to 15 youngsters, young guys, working on the metal sharks, on the operational. We also have the Puma at the background. On the Puma, we have a team of 11, and beside that, we also have the office employees who only work in the office as financial officers or HR officers, and the part of the management which are here in the substation of St. Martin. But for the operational part is for the Puma, and for the metal sharks it's about possibly I think 20 to 22 people working, employees.
Hey ma, how you doing? You busy?
I hear, just paying some bills, taking care of business, you know what it is?
I know, you're doing your online banking.
I don't have to stand in those long lines to pay bills. I can transfer when I want. I can check my account wherever. It's like the bank open 24/7. I even here checking the statement right now as we're talking. How's Miami?
Well, that's why I'm calling. I'm finishing up a few songs now, but I'm afraid that studio time might be more than I thought. And I was wondering if I could get some help with some funds. and I could pay you back as soon as I get back to St. Martin.
Let me check my account. How much you need?
I think 500 should be enough.
I can transfer it to you while online. Direct from me to you. No problem.
Great. Thank you so much, Ma. I'll get online with Viv now.
Alright, darling. You know who you're for?
I need to know who you're for.
Contact WIB today for your complete personal online banking experience. Available for all mobile devices, the Wynwood Islands Bank, now your online banking partner in progress.
Who you're for.
In the last quarter of a century, our island's economy was impacted in varying degrees by several major events. Hurricane Lewis in 1995, as shown here. The 9/11 terrorist attacks in 2001 with similar impacts. The third oil crisis, which led to a peak in oil prices in 2008, and most recently, Hurricane Irma in 2017, the impacts as I have just outlined. Looking ahead, we are faced with the threat of sea level rise as a result of climate change, which is projected to result in Phillipsburg, Simpson Bay, and other low-lying areas being covered by the sea, as shown in this photo. With this prospect, it would seem that our region's fate is one of a revolving door of external shocks and recovery. That is, if we do not set our sail to address the core aspect of our challenge, vulnerability. Our vulnerability, therefore, calls for special focus on resiliency strategies in the recovery agenda. A closer look at the challenge as a result of Irma shows that it is comprised of several dimensions. First, the rebuilding of the physical infrastructure, such as our airport, hotels, utility networks, businesses, and homes. Second, the recovery of losses in revenue, income, and jobs to pre-Irma levels and beyond. Third, ensuring that rebuilding and recovery are resilient against future shocks. And fourth, the existence of the gap between investment needs and available financing. Ladies and gentlemen, considering the recovery efforts and plans of government, businesses, and households, as well as the support from the Dutch government in the form of liquidity support and the Euro 470 million World Bank administered Recovery and Resiliency Trust Fund, it is important to recognize that St. Martin have come a long way since the passing of Irma on September 6, 2017. In the 1 year and 9 months since the passing of Hurricane Irma, much of the damaged infrastructure has been rebuilt or is under reconstruction. At the same time, there is still quite some work to be done, and even more to build resiliency. Areas of consideration in building resiliency and by no means complete are: first, investments in airport and seaport resilience. Second, investments in energy resilience by completing the underground cabling program and by investing in renewable energy generation such as solar. Third, investing in environmental protection by implementing sustainable waste management solutions. Fourth, investments in communications resilience, considering the importance of communication for disaster management and for the operation of economies in the digital age. And fifth, improving social resilience by investing in the resiliency of the population and properties in underprivileged neighborhoods. Ladies and gentlemen, it is evident that there is no quick fix to building economic resiliency. It can, however, be concluded that the challenge we face after Irma holds within it the opportunity to invest in the enhancement of our socio-economic resilience, and with that, the improvement of the well-being of our population. It holds within it the opportunity to set our sails and plan for sustainable recovery and development. Investing in socio-economic resilience and sustainability is also the best approach to bridging the financing gap we face as a country and a region.
Hello, St. Martin. My name is Stephanie Medina, and I play football with the Walichi Women's soccer team. I have represented St. Martin in many different games. For example, the Dutch Caribbean Women's Soccer Cup. I played against Bonaire, Aruba, and Curacao right here in this stadium. Sports matter to me because it makes me happy, it keeps me fit and healthy, and it is very fun. So I asked the business community to take on this challenge and help us rebuild our facilities. And I also asked the community to nominate the local businesses in your area and take on the challenge and step up for sport. Why? Because sports matter. Check out the Department of Sport Facebook page for more information. Hashtag sports matter, hashtag are you in?
The 2019 second annual Hurricane Expo is being held at the Old Government Administration Building. This has been held under the theme Ready, Set, Prepare. And quite a few organizations are here for this wonderful venture, which has made its mark since 2017, or 2018 rather, following the passage of Hurricanes Irma and Maria. Prime Minister, you're the one responsible for general affairs. First of all, how would you go about categorizing the Expo 2019?
The main event here at the Clem La Vega Square, and the idea is to prepare our people for disaster, any form of disaster that is coming. We have great cooperation from UNICEF. Suzette Moses has been instrumental in assisting us in preparing our youth, our children, on preparing for a hurricane. They have several games that she has masterminded that I'm in awe of, and she has been very instrumental in this preparation, and I want to thank you from now. You know, and then of course we have our SG Miguel de Weaver. His idea this year in going into the community was definitely accepted by all involved, and it was great. And this is something that we're going to look at next year as well, because this is something that is important for us to make sure that information gets out to the people so that they are prepared. Because at the end of the day, they can't say that we didn't take the extra step in making sure that we give the information out to the people. I have here Vanessa Matthew and Rodney Richardson. He's the policy advisor in the cabinet. He has helped us very instrumental in producing the flyers for today, along with the booklet, along with Lutmila Duncan York and also Valia Ponteflet. Valia just left and she'll be back, but nevertheless, I have a great team. It's not about me, it's all of us jointly coming together along with the various stakeholders. Today you would see the Red Cross here. You would see the Pet Foundation here, because we prepare for ourselves, but we really don't think about, our pets. And when you take a tour around, you will see we have a lot of different persons here willing to participate every year so that we are able to better prepare our people for a hurricane.
Leading up to the main expo, a series of information sessions were held in the various districts. Based on the information as has been provided to the general public, where would you say they are with the state of readiness at this time in case of a hurricane?
Well, I would tell you this much. I know that we did our part. As government, we did our part. Now it's up to the people. We provided the people with information. We gave them ample opportunities to be prepared. So it's really up to them, and in the end, we will know how well prepared they are. Unfortunately, we were hoping not for a hurricane to come, but that's only when you're going to know. All we can do as a government is try and not give up and make sure that we keep giving the information out there. Now, how well prepared are they? It's going to be actually up to each individual household. I always promote accountability and responsibility of our people. Government will do our part, but the people also have to do their part.
Now, Prime Minister, many persons strongly believe that this should not be only during the hurricane season. In fact, information should have been brought across to the general public as it pertains to disaster overall. Is that something you're willing to consider?
Well, one of the things that throughout the year, well, not the year, but throughout the season, we will be doing some different exercises preparing people for hurricanes. The idea moving forward is for us to start looking at tsunamis, because we are also, tsunami is also a threat for St. Martin, so we will start looking in that area, and also earthquake. So we're gradually building up with a little bit of resources that we have. Hurricanes, we definitely know. Should we prepare for earthquakes? Should we prepare for tsunamis as well? Yes, indeed. And the plan is moving forward to give out that information as well. But when it comes to preparing, the basics is basically the same. You're going to need to always prepare and have a plan. So indeed, we're already thinking and looking at